And we're live. Okay. I'm the first viewer. Super mutants are often accompanied by mutant hounds.
Head on inside.
Alright, sir. Dog meat, where you at, man? Oh, shoot. Okay. This is a baseball field.
Piper, you're back.
Oh my gosh.
Anyone is one of those things. It's that secretary of his, her and her perfect hair.
Mm-hmm. The mayor's secretary. Come on, Ma. I cut her hair myself. And
the girl still keeps cranking.
Favorite what's on Clyde's
Pastor?
I gotta head into the office.
What do you mean by that?
Well, folks are already plenty scared of the Institute. But that doesn't stop the paper from talking about them every chance they get. Anyway, don't let it get to you. Life here is still a hell of a lot safer than out there in the Commonwealth.
What's the Institute?
Ever heard of the boogeyman? Shadowy monster that takes people in the night? Well, that's the Institute. But they're just a fact of life around here. Someone gets taken by the Institute, or gets killed by a raider. Which is worse. At least inside these walls, you don't have to worry about the raider. So what brings you to the Great Green Jewel?
What brought you?
Came on this place a while back. Didn't intend to stay at first, but I felt something here. A good feeling. People here are searching for something more than just getting by. They built a school, shops, the power plant, and even this chapel. What about you? What brings you here?
Looking for someone who's gone missing.
Gone missing. Who is it? Friend? Relative?
My son.
My son was kidnapped. His name is Sean.
Your boy's gone missing? That's terrible. I am afraid missing people don't get found in Diamond City. God seems to have turned a blind eye to them. And with all the fear of the Institute in people's hearts, they've turned a blind eye as well.
Are people really that scared of the Institute?
Well, they built the synths, and instead of stepping back and solemnly pondering if machines could have souls, they went straight to replacing people with them. Folks are afraid of going to bed at night, wondering if the Institute is going to switch them with a double, or if the loved one they went to sleep next to is going to be different when they wake up.
Why replace people with synths? What are they?
Well, at first they were machines. The early models still roam the Commonwealth. Sometimes they destroy a whole town and take what's left somewhere only God knows. But now, the Institute makes synths that have real hair, skin, and organs. They can make them look like anyone. And you can imagine what kind of power that could bring. Honestly, I don't recommend thinking about it. Nothing you can do about the Institute. No one knows where they are anyway.
I'm lost, Pastor. I need help. Please.
Well, I don't want to get your hopes up.
Yay!
But there is someone who might be able to help. Nick Valentine. He's a detective. Saved a lot of lives over the years, but so many more stay missing. And trouble has a habit of sticking to him.
Nick Valentine, huh? What's his story?
You know the story of the Good Samaritan? Helps a man, even though he has no reason to? Well, I suppose you could say that Nick Valentine is living that parable out.
Thanks. I'll go talk to him.
Take care of yourself now.
Thank you, Pastor. Bless
Read
you.
paper to newcomers. If the Institute grabs you in the night, at least we warned you.
The Institute?
You ain't heard of the Institute, mister? They snatch people up in the night and no one hears from them again. It's all in the paper. Better read up before they grab you, too.
Who's gone missing?
Drifters, residents, stadium seat snobs. Seems every year or so. Someone's gone. And we all know why.
No, we
So
don't.
you better be careful, newcomer. The Institute is out there. And they'll grab you, too. Like I said, it's all in the paper.
I believe you. Thanks.
You're a real lost lamb in the wolf's den, mister.
The synthetic truth added. Huh? Noodles, we all eat them. We all love them. And Diamond City's Power Noodles has supplied this sustenance for the past 15 years. Oh, shoot. From the stilted mechanical cadence of Takahashi's programmed Japanese, to the fragrant steam that wafts from each bowl, to the scalding tang of each delicious mouthful. The ordering and eating of noodles is but one of many shared human experiences. What is this? I was struck by this very Are you serious? I was struck by this very question as I sat at the counter of Power Noodles last Wednesday night, just after 5 o'clock p.m., enjoying a dinner I had so many times before. That's when I noticed our very own Mayor McDonough sidle up to a stool and engage in the very same rituals. Right hand extending, mouth opening, teeth chewing, yes, eating noodles. You guys are so dull. You have reached a new low of attention. Yes, eating noodles, the shared experience of almost every Diamond City resident. So must have also seemed to the residents of Diamond City nearly 60 years ago, on an uncharacteristically warm May evening in 2229, as they sat around this very same counter. But that was before the days of Takahashi and his noodles, when the bar served hot noodles, but ice-cold Nuka-Colas, frothy beers, and stiff shots of whiskey. The barman's name was Henry, and that night, he facilitated the shared human experiences of drinking, smoking, talking, and laughing. That is, until tragedy struck. There aren't many among us who are even old enough to remember that evening, although some of the city's ghoul residents certainly could have, had they not been forcibly removed, thanks to Mayor McDonough's anti-ghoul decree of 2282. But there is one person among us who does remember distinctly the events of that evening. Respected matriarch Eustace Hawthorne, who recounted her story in a Public Occurrences exclusive interview. I was there alright, sitting right at the bar, sure as you're sitting in front of me now, 22 years old or so, and just looking to have a good time, and I was safe behind the wall. We all were, so what was the harm? And let me tell you that Mr. Carter made it easy. He came into town earlier that day, said he was from out west, somewhere. It didn't really matter. What did matter was his smile and his laugh and the way he'd make everyone feel at ease. That night at the bar, we all just sort of crowded around him. Everyone wanted to exchange a word or hear about the state of the Commonwealth. And Mr. Carter, he was all too happy to oblige. It was just so wonderful until it wasn't. Eustace continued her account of that evening, and the moment when things turned sinister, and the truth about Mr. Carter was revealed. We'd been drinking and carrying on, must have been 3 hours. Mr. Carter had 4 or 5 drinks at that time. He seemed a bit drunk, I guess, just like the rest of us. Then something just sort of happened. He was smiling, but the smile sort of went from his face all in an instant. And then his cheeks started twitching, kind of funny. I remember watching him clear as it had happened just yesterday. He reached inside his coat, took out a revolver, and then blam, shot Henry, the barman, right in the head. Didn't hesitate, didn't show any emotion. Mr. Carter killed Henry as casually as if he were paying him for a drink. But his cheek never did stop twitching. I don't care. Eustace, broken mask, who cares? Androids, yo, wait, what? The shadowy scientific organization responsible for the creation of combat androids had actually succeeded in creating a model so advanced it could effortlessly infiltrate human society. Unbeknownst to the people of Diamond City, the Institute had somehow evolved their androids into true synthetic humans. Synths. After he shot Henry, whatever, the guards came running. Mr. Carter kept shooting, throwing people left and right. Guards put him down. Seemed like they had killed a man who had flipped his lid, gone crazy, and he lay there like a dead crazy man, sure enough. Plastic and the metal, early synths. It wasn't a man at all. It was all then that we knew. Inserted was everywhere now among us. Never and that must be a synth. I don't know anymore. I don't know anything. It was never determined precisely why the synth known as Mr. Carter went on his killing spree. Some suggested noodles. How long is this? On his killing spree. Remotely controlled by the Institute, test his combat effectiveness. Others felt he had simply malfunctioned, a hypothesis supported by the twitching check. Never meant to kill anyone, but at the time the why hardly seemed important. What matters was that the humans of the Commonwealth had truly been infiltrated by an organization whose intentions and motives were, and still are, a complete mystery, using a model of synth even less advanced than the ones the Institute has in service today. Which brings us to noodles, specifically the noodles consumed by Mayor McDonough last Wednesday night in the same spot that Mr. Carter, the synth, went haywire, and mercilessly killed several people. After spending hours sharing an experience the people of Diamond City assumed was reserved for members of the human race. They were wrong. Are we? I don't care. I don't know. Dog meat, you've been a good boy. Nat, you're a psycho. I don't care. I just stole some bottle caps. Not yet. I'm good. I want to see what kind of hair I can get now.
Don't move, Simp. What have you done with the real Riley? Where's my brother?
I swear, I'm not a synth. Don't shoot, for God's sakes, we're family!
Put the gun down, now!
He's a synth! He'll kill us all!
Kyle, no!
Okay, show's over. There are no synths in Diamond City. Hear me?
Hey.
Just you folks and your damn
He pulled a gun on me. My own brother.
What happened?
I'm not a synth. I told him. I kept telling him. Why didn't he listen to me?
I need a minute.
I need you to step away, Scabber.
I understand, officer. I just want to know what happened.
What, you didn't hear the shouting? Guy pulls a gun on his own brother, thinking he's a synth. It's that newspaper's fault. Got people all riled up, thinking their own family might be replaced by machines.
So
Look,
Detroit become
I'm
human,
sorry you got caught up
essentially,
in all
except
this, but
2
it's over,
centuries
okay?
ahead of its time.
Just go about your business like nothing happened. Better that way. What's everyone still standing around for? Go back to your own damn business.
If they,
Hey, Klepto. Nice try.
I'm sorry.
Hey there.
Around here, we call your haircut the scab special. Little flecks of blood, give it the personal touch. You should think about getting
excuse
yourself.
me?
What are my options?
You name it. Shaves, long cuts, short cuts, braids, layering. Yeah,
Braids.
easier just to show you. Got an empty chair right here.
That'd be great.
All right, take a seat.
Show me the way. I just want face. Oh my gosh. Mephistopheles. Hombre, the Bard, goatee, full throttle. Gettysburg. Excuse me. That's Lincoln. Yeah, I've been wandering for days quite a bit, so... Yeah, the bleach is starting to fade, so... Chem friendly? No difference, but okay.
Read the paper, mister. Philosophy.
Eat a pear.
Drop by. You holding up, Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
Because of the blue jumpsuit you're wearing? You're a vault dweller.
Oh, so this
So here's the deal.
What?
I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground.
What kind of interview is this going to be?
I ask you who you are, get your opinion on life out there, and maybe load up a few tough questions and keep it interesting. What do you say?
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault.
To defeat
How would you
the
describe
Huns.
your time on the inside?
Why is that important? I'm here now, aren't I?
I told you, this is a perspective piece. People in Diamond City need to know you're from a different world than them. So, what was the vault like?
It was just me and 1,000 guinea pigs. They turned
Carnivorous.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to go with the satirical approach to this arc. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
Can you even compare the two? The world out here? It's not even close to the one I left.
Feeling a little homesick, are we? Can't say I blame you. Now, the big question. You came all this way looking for someone. Who is it?
My son, Sean, was kidnapped. He's not even a year old.
The parent after the missing child. As heartbreaking today as it ever was. Tell me, do you suspect the Institute's involved?
The Institute? Who were they?
That, Blue, is the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth. No one really knows who or where they are, but their handiwork is all over. Synths. Synthetic people. Sent from their hidden labs to do the Institute's dirty work. Sometimes they even replace a person with a synth double. A little covert agent no one would ever suspect. Now, not everything that goes wrong has the Institute behind it, but there's always a chance. That's why I'm asking.
They make synthetic people?
That's right. There are two major kinds you have to watch out for. The first is an obvious fake. Skin looks like plastic, skeleton might even be showing. You see groups of them scouring the Commonwealth, killing people and scavenging what's left. I reported on University Point a while back. Whole town got cleaned out. The second type of synth is the real deal. With skin, blood, warm smiles and guilty glances, just like a good old-fashioned human. So, do you think they could be involved? The Institute, or one of their agents?
I don't know.
No one ever does. That's what makes them so scary. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
Wait, people just ignore kidnappings out here?
Yeah, Blue, you haven't noticed? You grow up in the Commonwealth and eventually
Call me
someone
that.
is gonna get taken. Maybe not someone you know, but someone. And people just say, well, could have been worse. Could have been killed by raider attacks, or super mutants, or feral ghouls. They just give up. So I want my readers
so
to hear what keeps you
pessimistic.
going. Maybe they'll find a little inspiration. Now, what would you like to say?
No matter how much you want to give up, don't. You have to have hope that you'll see them again. Or at least, that you'll know the truth.
A strong note to end on, Blue. Thanks. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna get Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your back. Just say the word when you're ready. I can't wait to see where this story goes next. What's that?
I'm a scavenger, that's all I'm addicted to. Yucca cherry?
Nat.
Public is here. Pull the wool out from under your eyes.
Anything I can do? You just
Can you move? Dogmeat and Piper. Awesome.
Watch your back. Institute could be right behind
Need
you.
a pair, Nat. I'm gonna shoot you.
That a real Volt suit? Damn.
Officer?
I hear there's a bar in the old theater district that's for raiders only. The combat zone. I'd stay clear if I was you. Hey, no shame in taking the occasional Ken. Solomon can hook you up.
I want another
I
haircut.
think you would look great with just a quick trim.
Me too. I'd like to trim quickly.
All right, just sit down, relax, and let the magic happen. right here. The latest hairstyles from the upper stand.
Synth-free shopping, right here. You? I don't know you. Just keep your distance.
Word is something bad at the old Museum of Witchcraft.
Sometimes you gotta wonder, does anyone fight back? Institute has to have enemies.
What? You mean the railroad? That's a man. They don't.
Told you your luck wouldn't last forever. His ties. Oh, Nick.
Something wrong?
Another stray coming in from the rain. Afraid you're too late. Office is closed.
Wait, who are you? You the detective?
Me? No, I'm Nick's secretary. Handle his appointments, his papers, that sort of thing. Well, that's what I used to do anyway, but now Nick's disappeared and I can't keep a detective agency open without a detective.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
He disappeared working a case. Skinny Malone's gang had kidnapped a young woman, and he tracked them down to their hideout in Park Street Station. There's an old vault down there they use as a base. I told Nick he was walking into a trap, but he just smiled and walked out the door like he always does.
Who's this Skinny Malone character?
I don't know much about him, but he's from Good Neighbor, and that means he's in the well-pressed suits and machine gun school of thuggery.
You said Malone's from Good Neighbor?
Yeah, it's a tough neighborhood. Northeast a ways. People with power there care about two things: style and body count.
Hey, I'd love to help, but there's a small matter of expenses.
Don't play games with me.
GG?
I'll pay you if you find Nick, but it's going to be 100 caps. That's the reward, and it's not up for negotiation.
I'll find him. You have my word.
Thank you. Nick should be easy to spot. He's always wearing that old hat and trench coat getup. Please, hurry.
Bye. Oh, shoot. Two charisma. Oh my gosh. No. No, 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 no. Oh no. care. I
I
don't
believe you eat that food. Only one thing worth buying in the dugout inn, and that's the booze.
Man's gotta eat. What can I say?
A real
Hey,
diamond city
Scabber.
keeps the noodles.
Got plenty of Brahmin meat on the hooks.
I'm good.
Is the Institute spying on your home? Read the public.
Nat,
Find out.
I've already had enough.
Another glass of wine while again.
Certainly, sir. Anything further?
This is what I like. You know what you are. Not trying to be anything other than helpful. Those people down there. Lower feet.
I am not good at this game.
Can't believe you eat that food. Only one thing worth buying in the dugout inn.
Whoa, this technology is so advanced. Where's my dog?
Mayor's in no mood to talk about any.
Help or Mayday or whatever it is one says on a radio. My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. I think the super mutants plan on eating me soon. Sending this to repeat. Oh shit! Gotta sign off. One of the super mutants is coming. Help or Mayday or whatever it is one says on a radio. My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. I think the super mutants plan on eating me soon. Sending this to repeat. Oh shit! Gotta sign off. One of the super mutants is coming. Help or Mayday or whatever it is one says on a radio. My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. I think this.
So, you're that traitor Piper was talking about. Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
Piper's done this before?
All the time. Thing is, sometimes she's bluffing, and sometimes there really is a group of 50 raiders just over the hill screaming for blood. So I usually just let her in. Not this time, though. Mayor's on the warpath. Anyway, welcome to Diamond City and all that. I gotta get back to work. Gotta keep watch on the gate.
Stick to the roads, and you got a better chance of surviving.
Hey there.
Hey, at least it's honest work.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yo. I'm leaving. I didn't do nothing. I just messed around with your water supply, that's all. You guys are gonna give me rads. Bye.
Officer?
Get on inside.
Help or Mayday or whatever it is one says on a radio. My name
Oh, what do you want?
I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower.
Don't walk outside the wall undefended. High quality protection for sale. Need some custom hardware? We got a free workbench for all your modifications. Scopes, clip sizes, barrels. Don't be caught dead. Protection from Commonwealth weaponry.
Stop.
Whatever it is one says on the My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. I think the super mutants plan on eating me soon. Sending this to repeat. Oh shit! Gotta sign off. One of the super mutants is coming. Help or Mayday or whatever it is one says on a radio. My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. I think the super mutants plan on eating me soon.
So, you're that traitor Piper was talking about. Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
Piper's done this before?
All the time. Thing is, sometimes she's bluffing, and sometimes there really is a group of 50 raiders just over the hill screaming for blood.
What was
so
that?
I usually just let her in. Not this time, though. Mayor's on the warpath. Anyway, welcome to Diamond City and all that. I gotta get back to work.
pissing me off. Plan on eating me soon. Setting this to repeat. Ah, shit! Gotta sign off. One of the super mutants is coming. Help, or Mayday, or whatever it is one says on a radio. My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. I think the super mutants plan on eating me soon. Setting this to repeat. Ah, shit! Gotta sign off. One of the super mutants is coming. Help, or Mayday, or whatever it is one says on a radio. My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. I think the super mutants plan on eating me soon. Setting this to repeat. Ah, shit! Gotta sign off. One of the super mutants is coming. Help, or Mayday, or whatever it is one says on a radio. My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. I think the super mutants plan on eating me soon.
Oh.
Setting this to repeat. Oh, shit. Gotta sign off.
Are you okay?
Help, or Mayday, or whatever it is.
GG!
I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower.
Action points! I got reds! You guys are crazy!
Gotta sign off. One of the super mutants is coming. Help, or Mayday, or whatever it is one.
Need a pair.
It's Rex. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower.
Ow!
On eating me soon. This to repeat. Oh shit! One of the
Oh wait. Oh!
Whatever it is one says on the radio. My name is Rex.
What was that? Are you serious? Well, GG, thanks for watching.